I'm Edwin Warfield, the publisher of City Biz, and I'm honored today to interview Cole Spalding, who's a director at Newmark. Welcome.
Hi, how you doing? Good to chat.
You've been a director at Newmark since 2004. Can you tell us about your role and your area of expertise?
Sure. I'm a commercial real estate broker at Newmark, so I do the gamut of real estate, commercial real estate. I do leasing, I do sales, landlord rep, tenant rep. Really, I follow my clients where they need me. So I'm able to do a lot of different things. I'm not siloed in one particular field. So I feel like I've got a great wide range of experience in different gamuts of real estate.
And can you highlight some of your recent transactions that you've been involved in?
Sure. So I do office, industrial, a lot of different things. I helped a company called DH. They recently leased about 70,000 square feet in Northern Virginia. And again, because I'm client driven, they also leased another 70 or 80,000 square feet out in Arizona. That was an exciting deal to be able to use the Newmark platform to help a client lease additional industrial space. I've helped some private clients recently with renewing Verizon in about a 30,000 square foot industrial building. I've helped another private client that I've had for a long time lease to a public governmental county organization in Prince William County. So I do a lot of different types of things.
And do you do any tenant rep?
I do. Yeah, I recently helped a company called Blue Line Global, government contractor. I've helped a company called TechSynap. They leased about 10,000 square feet in Reston recently. I'm in the process of helping a couple different companies right now. Daytona, a new company in Alexandria. So again, from established companies to new companies, I definitely help a lot of folks find, lease, and negotiate space in Northern Virginia.
And can you provide an overview of the Northern Virginia, DC market, average asking rent, sort of absorption rate? Just give us a snapshot of what the market looks like.
You know, there's a lot of reports out there. It's always interesting to kind of read those and compare to what I'm seeing on the street, if you will. A lot of different submarkets, a lot of different property types in Northern Virginia. Some might say you want to bifurcate from asset class, class A to class B, inside the Beltway, outside the Beltway, suburban versus urban. So it's a DC, Northern Virginia, Maryland. It's a very dynamic market with a lot of different areas. But, high level, we're very lucky to be in this market. Obviously there's a lot of struggles going on with office, especially the bigger blocks of space. I think an article I just saw today was commenting on suburban office is actually outperforming urban. It's a deal by deal basis, but overall, as far as office rents goes, you've got different ranges for different submarkets. So it's hard to really pin down. If you ask me about a specific submarket, I could tell you. But, and then there's industrial rents range. They've gone up, sometimes 50% in the last couple of years because of all the data centers eating up all the land. So, overall, again, we're very lucky to be in Northern Virginia here. The economy is good. We were able to lean on the government a lot. There's a lot of ancillary business goes along with that.
And, obviously everyone's heard about Amazon in Northern Virginia. What has been the impact of Amazon on the market?
Well, the most proliferation I've seen is that because of all the land they've bought or all the warehouses they've leased, they've really taken a lot of inventory off the market. It used to be you couldn't give, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 square feet of industrial space away a couple of years ago. It was very hard to lease. Now you can't find it. Amazon and other organizations like Google, they've just really gobbled up all the land for data centers, and it's put a lot of pressure on some of the smaller contractors that are out there. But Amazon, as far as industrial goes, they've definitely put a lot of pressure on the warehouse market. And then obviously, within Crystal City, there's a lot going on there. They're trying to bring all their folks in there. I know there's been a lot of pressure on housing prices in that area. That whole market in Crystal City is really changing, become very dynamic with Amazon coming in.
And everyone reads about GovCon. What are you seeing in terms of that, their impact on real estate?
It depends. So obviously, all the alphabet soups of the GovCon world, a lot of those folks are giving back space. They're looking at the bottom line, and if they're able to get a lot done from not having folks in the office, why not, reduce your bottom line? But small to mid-sized GovCon are still active. They're still busy. They're still looking for space. They still need space. A lot of the contracts kind of dictate that they have to have space. So I think I'm working on probably 3 or 4 small to mid-sized GovCon deals right now in the tenant rep world.
And so is there a complex transaction that you were involved in that you really helped orchestrate? Is there sort of just explain how you help navigate through a deal that you thought was a challenging deal?
I feel like they're all hard. But I can remember one kind of early on in my career. It was an investment sales deal. I was helping. I have to be sure how careful I couch this, but let's just say you couldn't have put a seller and a buyer on different political spectrums and different historical spectrums, and they got in the same room at the closing table. And that was the first and last time I ever had a buyer and seller in the same room at the same time, because there was almost fists and blows over pennies on a $8 million transaction. But numbers are easy. The hard part is people. That's the hard part to navigate in emotions. Numbers and cap rates and NOIs. That is what it is. You can manipulate that and play with that all you want, but it's usually black and white. The hard part in any transaction is personalities, in my opinion.
So, Cole, is there one part of your story that you haven't shared with us, or a deal that you haven't shared with us that you'd like to share?
Well, for me, I got my start in the business doing strictly investment sales. And when 2008 came along, I remember I got a couple deals through the finish line as, Bear Stearns was crashing and the markets were imploding. And that was very challenging. And it was in my world, in that private client investment sales world, non-institutional stuff. It was a challenge for a couple of years. And I decided to really not be siloed and be more client driven. And that way I could work on not only investment sales, but tenant rep, landlord rep, anything in the commercial real estate spectrum. And in my opinion, not being siloed and having to do one thing has really helped my career.
Well, Cole, I want to thank you for your time and bring us up to date in the Northern Virginia, D.C. market. And we wish you the best of luck going forward on future transactions. Thanks for your time.
I appreciate it. Yep. Thanks a lot for your time.